After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right. You had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
That's another Baltimore first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run with Dobbins, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
At the 12-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Ravens nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Swift. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 37 yards. And the Ravens take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6.
First down, Eagles.
They'll look to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
That's caught. It's Flowers. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 40 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. And the option play works on the two-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Arthur Mellon. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So third down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll begin by running the option. And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 71 yards. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Next to score, Eagles 24, Ravens 15.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there for Philly. 66 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Swift is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down, 4th and goal. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And that'll keep this a 9-point game. So with that miss, Charles, you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
Yeah, you needed 2 scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
Jackson to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Throwing, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Rolling to his right. That is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
He's got him in, complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Airing it out deep for Smith. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. excellent come-from-behind victory.
Good game, brother.
Especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll just